Welcome to MC Podcast, aka Men of Culture Podcast. In this video today, we're talking about FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood and why we think it is the perfect anime. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below. Do you think FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood is the perfect anime? Listen to our reason, and let's hop right into this video.
Now, the reason why I say this is a perfect anime is because, one, off the first episode, you're put into this crazy immersed world, and some serious shit goes down in the first episode. It hook, line, sinks. You're already into the show. Then you skip to this kind of brotherhood journey, where you see these two that are going through two completely opposite things and went through bad stuff together, come together and kind of keep up that still family mood as if they were still human brothers. Which brought that level to it, with also the serious tones in the background with alchemy involved, and progressions and people, and how it kind of slowly introduced you into the world of how alchemy worked and why Al was a diesel ass motherfucker in this world. But besides that point, you find all these villains, go through all these kind of layers, go through the homunculi, go through everything, through all the betrayals, and it's just a beautiful story through and through. It's got a start and finish. Everything you were questioning through the series, through the start, was answered at the end, and it came full circle through and through. And this is why this anime is perfect, is because it's got everything that you could ask for in it, start to finish.
100% agreed. Also, the foreshadowing in FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood is actually like chef's kiss, honestly speaking. The first episode, they did the transmutation thing. They did the forbidden stuff. They deal with the consequences of that. They have to deal with it. They're living with it. And then, they fast forward years later. They're in, like, the whole army troop shit. I don't really know what it's called. But you see the beginnings of what they really explain at the end of what was going on, and why the main dude from episode 1, who's like that, you remember the dude he's going crazy and wants to fight the Fuhrer for a brow lead and all that stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, I don't mess with that dude, he's evil and everything like that, and he just sounds crazy, like a crazy dude. But little did we know, it comes full circle when what's his name, who's Colonel Mustang's best friend, when he figures out everything that's going on, and he's about to make the call to Colonel Mustang, but he gets knocked off. We learned that he figures out everything that's going on, which was a huge big picture. I just dropped some major spoilers, but I'm not gonna lie, you haven't watched FullMetal Alchemist, tough shit, go watch it. But it was just a full circle, and obviously too, the side characters are really, really good. Like, they are, first of all, I already mentioned one, Colonel Mustang, bro was on timing, and look, the get back he gets for his homie is something else. Listen, we meet some fucked up people. Show Tucker, though, one of the worst people in anime, but we get to see how alchemy and people who are so obsessed with it can become crazy and do unspeakable and terrible things. So it's just honestly a complete anime with a story start to finish that you just gotta love too.
I think to come full circle, especially to do without alchemy, was the answer to everything. Was that this thing, like, alchemy is so obsessed over, and everything is like, everybody does everything for it, yet they realized without it, that's the actual answer to deal with everything else in life. And that's what their whole circumstance was getting rid of his ability to use alchemy, but also returning that life that he took away, and that he bounded to that set of armor, which was more important than, it felt like anything throughout the entire show, was just having them be, back to normal human, and that's it, because that's what made everybody else happy. That's how the story started. So full circle, legit, through and through, the journeys, ups and downs, the twists and turns, the betrayals, everything about this show was peak. I think the way they described anime, alchemy, how they integrated it into the show, and how they used it throughout every single kind of adversity was super cool. I think the show is just like one of the greatest out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this show does a really good job at doing the good, the bad, and the ugly of alchemy, and then the ending of it being like, when Ed realizes that giving up alchemy is the way to get their bodies back, and like in the beginning, obviously they're obsessed with it. That's all they thought about. Like, yo, alchemy's the way we're gonna get our baddies back. But they realized after everything, after dealing with all the sands, after dealing with all the shit, like they realized, all right, you know, to get something back, I have to be willing to sacrifice what I love. And I think in the end of the day, one of the biggest messages, sometimes you have to sacrifice things you love to get something that you really want. And obviously, in Head's case, that was their bodies back. They sacrificed alchemy for it, and they really loved it a lot. They were really in tune with it. They're dumb nice at it, and it was just a really great way to end it off. Even like the way the God thing, when how proud he sounded when Truth at the end of it, how proud he sounded after Ed realizes, like, yeah, I'm finally giving up alchemy. And he's like, you did a great job. Like, most people don't even come to that conclusion. You know, their whole lives they would try to use alchemy to figure out how to way to get back something that they lost because of alchemy. So it was just a WW ending to how you could end off a story. And then obviously he finally gets the girl at the end. He actually grows too, so that was pretty cool too as well. And yeah, it's just a great anime. I really think it's the best way to end an anime.
We talked about this in a different episode, I feel like, of how anime struggle to end things. And I think this, like, FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood does this so well because there's not another rendition of it like Boruto. Like, it doesn't leave a sour taste in your mouth. Like, that's the end, right? Like, there's not more to the story that you have to worry about. It's like this started and finished, and the way it ended is going to stay that way. And they're not going to change it, alter it, or whatever, which I think, anime's already struggle enough already to finish an anime. But to do it this well is like top tier. That's why start to finish this show is perfect.
Yeah, so to conclude, I think FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood is definitely the blueprint of how to really end an anime and really complete a story. It had a great hook. The middle's really everything else, the story, the build up, foreshadowing, great. And then the ending was just ties everything up. No loose ends, and you just end it right there. So it's a perfect way to end an anime, and I feel like it's a complete anime overall. I think it's the most complete anime of all time, actually. It might not be the best anime of all time, but it is the most complete anime of all time. You can fight me on that. MC Podcast signing out.
Doses.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't like the video. Leave down in the comments below what you thought of the video. And remember, James 112.
James 112, baby.
Peace.